Now we're moving on to the lower control arm. What's great is this is the specific lower control arm for the air ride suspension, which I'll show you on the other side. Now, right here, what you'll see is this is where the cushion for the bellows is, and you're going to see that really soon. So it might look different from what you have for a coil spring suspension,
but this part
is all exactly the same. Yep. So we have already set this up here, very similar to the upper control arm, where we went ahead and put the pre-tension with our homemade tool. And this is a one that's a little longer because it is wider than the upper control arm. You'll also notice on the shaft that there are 4 mounting points as opposed to 2 on the upper. So we're going to repeat the process very similar to like what we did with the upper control arm. So now what we have is, since we've run those bushings up there, we're going to take our spreader tool off. So this is going to relieve that preload that we put on there. And so let's go ahead and pop this guy off. Now we get to go in, see how it feels.
Nice and tight.
Nice tight feel.
Yeah, perfect. Nice and tight.
Yeah. Now, before we coated this, I went ahead and drilled out the rivets here and took the old ball joint out of there. We're going to replace it with one from Caddy Daddy here, but what we do is we use bolts. And with the orientation, I like to go up, and we have a lock washer and the nut, and this is all provided with the kit.
And at this point, we can also install our suspension bump stop, which and Bob gets his side tightened. This is also another part that's available from Caddy Daddy. Replace all the old deteriorated rubber that gets hard and cracks or breaks, or you might not even realize it was there originally, because
I've had cars that you look at and they're completely disappeared.
Yeah, the rubber stuff just goes away over the years sometimes.
And these are nice, real quality pieces. Yeah. And they do come with standard nut and lock washer. Drop it in there.
Tilt it over for me?
Absolutely.
Now this is a little bit hard to see up in there, but just a nut and a lock washer. And we got a lower control arm that's ready to install on the car.
Well, we're back on top of our upside down car.
Yep.
So now we're going to put on the lower control arm and
lining it up with the
bellows that we put in.
And also when we installed these bars, we checked to make sure that they were properly centered. It's a good idea to check again before you install them.